Hi everyone, this is Tara. Welcome to Selfie with Tara. Today we are looking into what are Spirit's messages for you today, my collective. Shut your eyes and ground yourselves. When I say ground yourself, just imagine as though there's this bright white light that goes from your spine down into the ground and is like roots seeps into the ground and it's grounding you. Okay, so imagine this beautiful white light coming from from this heavens into your crown chakra, down your spine into the ground and going into the ground. Okay, and release. So, what messages does Spirit have for you guys today? I can go into a trance immediately. Like, I love that. Like, it doesn't take much time for me to just get into a trance state when meditating or just like doing anything. Absolutely, I love it. It's all about the intention. Ooh, okay. Ace of Pentacles. You guys are starting something fun, something fresh, something stable, something long term, something that you've thought about very well, something that is going to be in your life for a long time. You have dealt with a lot of challenges, you've dealt with lack, you've dealt with sadness, imbalance, you've dealt with, you've dealt with stagnancy and boredom around finances also, wherein things weren't going all that well and you just wanted to, with a kite, soar. You just wanted to soar and things were just, there wasn't a strong base, I get. You wanted a strong base, you wanted stability, you wanted something that was well nurtured and well established to work with as a base for whatever you wanted, like your life in general. I see very fresh energy coming in and helping you restore balance, helping you see that? Sorry, you guys. But I do see like, so I feel like the yawns also, everything means everything, okay? Like in tarot, like you have to really go with your gut. So I feel like there was a lot of like stagnancy and a lot of boredom around your projects or something. You wanted to get somewhere and it just didn't seem to kick off, and I feel like a fresh energy is coming and you kind of like tried to work with it aggressively also at times, that okay, I'll go against this lack and make sure it's not there in my life anymore and bring in something more stable. I see that happening with the Tower, because I see that like some structure is now falling. I see lack really being pushed out of your life. I do. Okay, so if you have perceived lack for a long time in your life, I don't see that in the future. I see that structure crumbling. Okay, structure of feeling not enough, not having enough, it's never enough, sort of. I see this as a parental wound, okay, that you have started healing. King of Swords reversed and Queen of Cups reversed, it just reminds me of that. So I see that the masculine in your life was distorted, like the masculine energies that you were working with. So how you viewed authority, how you viewed success, how you viewed achievements was distorted. The men you dealt with were difficult, or you attracted men that were difficult. Everything is a lesson, right? Nobody is a villain, nobody is a victim. Queen of Cups reversed reminds me of feeling like you gave more into situations that drained you. This is what comes to my mind. So the masculine is of distorted, wherein power play, okay, ego, arrogance, anger, lot of ego. Queen of Cups reversed feels like emotions being withheld towards herself, towards people around her, unhealthy emotions, arrogance. So when the King of Swords and Queen of Cups comes through, it reminds me of the mother element and father element. It doesn't have to be, but could be parental trauma as well. So when you saw probably in your life that your parents were sort of not working in your favor, or you had parental trauma around your experiences in your past, that kind of shapes us, as individuals, and that is where a lot of lack began. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, there's a lot of reminiscing energy. But Six of Cups reversed is like a little negative, wherein you had a lot of trauma and that you kind of like went back into the past multiple times and reliving that trauma. And I see you sort of wanting to make things work with people around you, but having blockages. Okay? And I see you protected. I see you, even though while you are sort of trying to regain that innocence and working, probably healing your inner child also in the meantime, because Queen, King, and Six of Cups with the children, Tower, I feel like this is your past inner child wounds, parental wounds crumbling, which is great news. Okay? In turn, it is bringing a fresh energy in terms of your finances, in terms of new beginnings. Amazing. Amazing, you guys. Whatever you have done is amazing. Can you tell me what comes in the future because of this trauma getting unlocked? That's what we want to know. Ooh, Spirit is really excited to tell you. Movement! Movement! Yes, yes. Five of Pentacles, times that you have felt lack, darling. You wanted movement, you wanted growth. It's coming, it's coming. Eight of Wands, you can expect something very fast happening. I get the 8th of this month or next month, it just turned 10 on the timer. That's a confirmation. Some sort of cycle is ending on 8th of this month. Okay? This might be relevant for most people. I hope it is for you as well. But if it doesn't, take timing with a pinch of salt. Sometimes it works, yeah. Sometimes it doesn't. But attract, believe and attract. Yeah, Three of Swords. It's definitely associated with the Five of Pentacles, wherein you felt lack and there was a lot of hurt around that lack. There's a lot of hurt around that lack. What is going to happen then? A fresh beginning, playful energy. But I see there's a little bit of delays or hesitancy. Is that the word? Hesitation. 11 on the timer. Hesitation going through with this new beginning. Why? What is the blockage? Oh my God, sweetheart. No. See. Okay. Now this is going to hit home for a lot of people. Okay. I love you and I have a lot of sympathy for you, okay, and empathy, okay. I understand where you're coming from, okay. The new beginning that you're having is right around the corner. It's about to happen. Okay. I got Two of Pentacles again. It might be 2 of this month might be relevant. It might be second today, is it? I think so. But irrespective, or 4 or 8 might be relevant. Something major is happening on these dates. A new beginning is coming through, and Spirit is asking you to surrender to new beginnings, to new opportunities, to new fresh start. Okay? Because your inner child fucking deserves it. This baby right here, it's too much of glare. This child that you're trying to recapture in your life, that deserves love, that deserves these cups, emotional fulfillment, abundance, it's about to happen. And it's about to knock your boots off. I don't know why I got that. It could be a sexual experience as well, or maybe you're meeting somebody important. But Four of Wands, that is the fear, stability, commitment, celebration, but more of stability. So maybe you have a distorted perception of marriage or commitment or stability. Maybe there's this underlying feeling that the masculine and the feminine have not really worked in harmony in the past in your family system. To whatever degree it's different for different people, it has caused your inner child a lot of inner turmoil and hurt, because of which that inner child is having a difficult time perceiving stability, okay, and a good fresh beginning in that regard. Self-worth also comes into play, darling, over here. So if your inner child is feeling not so great about their own worth, whether they want something like this or stability, now it doesn't have to be a commitment, doesn't have to be a family, doesn't have to be all of that. It has to be, Four of Wands is about stability as well. A good strong foundation is just around the corner. You might be jeopardizing or self-sabotaging your happiness because there's this underlying feeling that if it is about to come for me, or like, I take this which looks a lot like what my parents sort of probably, or parental figures sort of probably in the past committed to and didn't work, because of which 15 on the timer, because of which I experienced hurt. Maybe doing this for myself or something similar for myself, stability, whatever shape or form, might not work for me, causing me a lot of pain in the future. Because of which there's a hard time stepping into this new bright beginning, Fool reversed. And you're juggling things. See, what it is causing is juggling. You're really having a tough time balancing these elements, and it's not a piece of cake, I understand, okay, but it needs attention, it needs your attention, definitely. So how do you go about healing this spirit? How do you go about working on this spirit? Battle it out, battle your shadows out, okay. Sit down and jot it down. What is the trauma? What are those experiences in the past where you felt alone, where you felt targeted, where you felt at the mercy of others, where you felt angry, so much of angry and loneliness? You start addressing it, you start penning it down, you start talking to your inner child in a way that your ideal parental figure would have talked to you, mother, father, both. Step into those roots. What is happening? Step into those shoes and start addressing your inner child and start talking to them nicely and tell them that good things are around the corner for you. You have to open your heart, sweetheart. Okay? It's just about to happen. And like this, you address exactly those shadows that are not letting you grow, by the way. They are, I don't know if you can see, those are your shadows constantly in your mind, whether you're aware or not. They are constantly in your mind, jeopardizing your happiness, stability in whatever shape and form, new beginnings, opportunities, abundance. So you've got to address them and tell them, you have no power over me. I know in the past I was a child and I succumbed to those emotions because I was only a child. Okay, I did my best, but you have no power over me. You have to go. You got to go. And that's what you do. You drive them out of your life. Address them first. That's the most important thing. Address them first, that they exist, because often we kind of push them at the back of the mind, of the corners of your mind, and you really pretend as though it doesn't even exist. That doesn't work for anybody. Okay, I'm sorry, but you have to address them. You have to tell that these are true. Yes, and I am choosing to work on them and choosing to accept the possibilities of having a different perception about the situation, because I am growing and I'm stepping into a new future for myself, and I deserve it. God knows I deserve it, right? And so that will come to you. Stability will come to you. Okay, what's in the future for my collective? Wow, this is nice reading. This is nice reading. What's in the future for my collective? Stability, power, emperor, reversed. But I see father wounds that still need work. Okay, it's not going to be an easy course, but you have to do it. It's for the best, you know. You might have a distorted perception of authority figures as well. You are about to step into a role which is full of power. You might be stepping into a leadership role as well, but there might be some difficulties getting there, because if you have had a distorted perception of authority figures in your own past, you see them distorted, darling. So how will you step into a role wherein you feel great about yourself if you are thinking that that role itself, that post itself is toxic or unfair or in a dark light? Yeah, so you have to really heal that. I just got this for some people. Maybe it's very specific, I don't know why, but I got this, so I'm just telling you. If you are stepping into a leadership role, heal your wounds around authority figures in the past, your parents, whoever that you had arguments or didn't agree with them, and you felt as though you were at the mercy of their opinions and their power, and see why that experience came to you in the first place. What was the universe trying to show you? What did you have to learn from it? And that's exactly where your power lies, my darling. That's exactly where your power lies, which is fucking crazy if you ask me. That's amazing how trauma works. It's amazing. I absolutely love working with trauma. Anyway, so what's in the future for my collective? Ooh, lovers. You might have a 2121 on the timer. You might have a love relationship coming in. You might have options in love coming in. You might have options in opportunities coming in, new beginnings in multiple arenas in your life. It might be career, it might be relationships as well. If there has been disappointment around a love relationship, it needs your attention again. A lot of shadow work is coming up today in the reading, so you guys really take some time and sit down and do this. It's really important. Shadow work is really important in my opinion. I won't kid you, like one day I was having some lack issues, like I was moving houses and I had some bills to pay, okay? Now I don't discuss all of this with a lot of people, I'm telling you, because it's relevant. And I'm not kidding you. I sat down and I addressed it, and I did some intergenerational work, shadow work. I spoke with my ancestors' elements in a matter of a day, mind you, in a matter of a few hours. I had like quite a big number sitting in my bank account because I did that. I truly believe it. I truly believe it. That's how generational trauma works. That's how trauma works, you guys. Like, you really have to work with it. The more you suppress it, the more mucky that element will keep getting, and it's not gonna like help anybody. It's gonna stay in your element. It's gonna stay in your generations to come and your future lives, by the way. So, and if you kind of like work on this, if you work with trauma, if you learn how to do this for yourself, self-healing, this kind of how do you say, like art, they say now that art, if you were an artist in your past lives, you are an artist today, and it comes very naturally to you. Healing is the same way. It's a skill that your soul has mastered over lifetimes. So work on this today. Start today. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay. You have shown immense strength in times that you felt like you couldn't see the future, and you felt stagnant, and you felt like you were forced to rest, or you were not rest but forced to chill even when you wanted to make things happen. Excuse me. You have shown immense strength and you have done the needful. You have done your bit. And now it's time. It's time. You have infinite strength, you have infinite potential. You have tamed your demons to a large extent. You house so much of power in you. You probably don't even see it yourself. I want you to start seeing it. I want you to look in the mirror and start today. And nobody has to see it, nobody has to know what you're doing. Talk to yourself, just yourself. As you probably would to your inner child. If your inner child was your child today, just saying, don't freak out. If your inner child was your child, if you were the mother or the father to your inner child and they came to you feeling unhappy about certain things that were happening in their life, and for example, if you're doing a meditation and your inner child says something like this, take it seriously. It means something. If that inner child was actually a child in today's day and age and you were to hear something like that from them where they felt ignored or unhappy or lonely or badly about themselves, how would you parent that inner child that child? That is how you parent your inner child. Okay? And I see that inner child having a lot of joy and a lot of zeal and a lot of power for you. So unleash it. You will open up so many channels. You'll open up so much of fast movement. It's about to happen for you. For some of y'all, heal a love relationship that was difficult for you, that distorted your perception of stability, of commitment, makes you fear stepping into a new phase or a new relationship for some reason, because there's a lot of hurt underlying that energy that needs to be addressed, that needs to be healed. Because I do see, like, again, the King of Swords reversed and the Three of Swords. There's a lot of hurt around masculine. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. I hope you had a lot to learn from this video. I know you did. You are about to say goodbye to a lot of stagnancy. Okay, keep persisting. All of the shadow prompts that I talked about today, there's no point if you just hear it out and don't do anything about it, darling. Please open a fresh book, take a pen and start jotting everything down. Okay, it's the best thing. Or put a video on record and start talking. Just start talking. Get your heart open. Okay, and expect miracles, expect blessings. It's just about to happen for you. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. I am also offering coaching one-on-one and in Moon Children, which is in a group setting. I also have a crystal jewelry line. If you're interested, DM me on Instagram, and bye.